Hey guys, in this video I'm going to show you 14 websites that pay you $20 per hour or more to work at home in 2019 doing fairly easy work. The first website is called Boxfish. You can go to recruit.boxfish.cn to check out the website. They pay $20+ per hour, $10 per 25-minute class you teach, and basically you're just teaching people how to speak English. So you need to have English as your main language and be comfortable teaching. You'll be doing live lessons. You can teach through the app, and you also have pre-scheduled classes that you can do. You also have different feedback functions that you can have with students and things like that. And you can kind of talk via recordings with these feedback functions, which is where you record like a 1-minute response to a student's voice message. So either way, you're helping students in different ways through video and through audio to learn how to speak English. So again, recruit.boxfish.cn is where you can check them out, read more about them, and you'll be teaching typically Asian students how to speak English. Another one is called InPark. And InPark, they pay actually closer to $22 to $30 per hour, and you can go to oetjobs.com to find InPark jobs that are being posted. Typically you are expected to teach classes of between 10 and 15 students with at least 3 times as many, which is about 3 times as many as a lot of the others that are like this site. But you do get paid very well, up to $30 per hour, and they don't have like a major website. Typically you like email about their jobs, but they do post their jobs on job sites like oetjobs.com. Of course, I'll have links to all this stuff in the show notes for you. You can find a link to that in the YouTube description and at selfmadesuccess.com. But here's some of the details. You need to be a native English speaker and feel comfortable teaching kids ages 3 to 9 years old and things like that. So if that's something that sounds like you might want to do it, then you can make up to $30 per hour from this. You have ongoing training. You only have to work like 3 to 15 hours per week, or you can work more in many cases, things like that. You just submit your resume, a recent photo, and your contact details, stuff like that. Another thing you can do is go to US Kid. And US Kid also pays very well, $17 to $28 per hour. And this is another one where basically all you got to do is just use their curriculum and stuff to teach English to people. So again, that's what a lot of these websites are. A lot of these websites pay very well for very easy work, and I just wanted to kind of make you aware of different ones because they pay so well and because you're able to work at home. So they are backed by Baidu, which is China's version of Google basically, and they are a major teacher of English. So they have like classrooms in the US and Canada. Obviously you get to work from home doing this. The website is teacher.uskid.com to join and read the frequently asked questions that you can see here, and they'll tell you how to apply all of that here on this one page, which I'll have a link directly to in the show notes. Another one like these is another tutoring type of site called Skooli, Skooli, Skooli.com. $25 per hour is actually what they pay, and they do have requirements like a bachelor's degree, teaching certificate. You know, some of these websites have a lot higher requirements than others. This one happens to be one of the ones that has the biggest requirements. But again, $25 per hour to work from home is very good. You're not going to see that that often for an actual like online job. Higher education qualifications might be like a master's degree or a PhD would be really helpful, and a specific qualification in a certain subject area, for instance, such as a TEFL certification for English teachers. That would be like an example. And they do have very flexible schedules and things like that. So that is Schooly.com. Again, if you want a tutoring type job where you can work from home and do video chat and stuff, and you have very good qualifications. Another one is verbalplanet.com. You can go to verbalplanet.com and you can become a tutor, and they are one that the pay is it kind of varies. It can be 45-minute classes at around $22. So that would obviously be more than $22 per hour. You have some that go to $35 per class. So usually in many cases you'll have over $20 per hour as your pay rate, and they don't charge any management fees so that you can keep 100% of the rates you charge. So you do need to be very good at teaching English and things like that, obviously, but you don't need a bachelor's degree or any other big qualifications to sign up, which is very nice, of course. So you can go through the website here at verbalplanet.com, and of course I'll have a link directly to this for you if you want to check it out in the show notes. Another one is blingabc.com, and they are another one where you basically just have to teach at home a little bit. $24 to $32 per hour is what they pretty much pay. That's their range. Typically the requirements are native level English with a neutral accent, a bachelor's degree or above, a TEFL certificate or equivalent. So just keep that in mind. Again, you're just doing like Skype classes and stuff. And they do have tech requirements, so make sure you check out that page here. Like this is the register page. You can see all this on the register page. The tech requirements are right there as well. So you'll need like a webcam, a headset, and obviously a computer with these RAM, CPU, network, and other requirements like that. So just keep that in mind. They're pretty basic though. Another one is firstfuturejobs.com, and they pay $15 to $25 per hour for native level English speakers. Again, these are all pretty much online teaching, but you're teaching English, and if you are a native English speaker, a lot of these are going to come fairly easy, because a lot of these websites provide you the curriculum, step-by-step instructions, and all the stuff that you need. Some of these you require a lot of, you might require a degree or something, and a lot of these don't. So this one, you do have to have a bachelor's degree and a TEFL certificate. So this is firstfuturejobs.com. You can apply for a position by clicking the green button or click Teach Online in the top right and go through the rest of the website if you want. Another one is at oetjobs.com is where you actually find the jobs, but they are for a company called Nice Kid. You need to be a native English speaker. You might teach Chinese kids ranging from 4 to 12 years old. $15 to $26 per hour. You do work about 12 hours at least per week. And there you go. It's another basically English teaching job where you can use Skype style platforms and those types of things. You're only doing a class size of 2, so that's very good, very easy. And they do require a bachelor's degree, so Just keep that in mind. They also have a minimum of 12 hours per week. Another one is ESLstarter.com, and that is $18 to $22 per 45-minute session. So that's up to $29 per hour when you are teaching. They do require a bachelor's degree, at least 6 months of formal teaching experience, and a teaching certificate, which is preferred. All right, and usually you'll be working Monday through Friday during evenings Beijing time. So ESLstarter.com is another one you can look at here. That's pretty easy work. Another thing you can do is go to 31ABC. They pay $24 to $30 per hour, so a little more on the higher range of pay here. And they have basically online English teaching classes for Chinese kids. So pretty similar to a lot of the others. There's a lot of people that need teaching, and class sizes are either one-on-one or one-on-two. You're not going to have usually huge classes or anything like that. Usually they'll be 5 to 15 years old. You do need a bachelor's degree and must have native level English. And you'll usually work Monday through Saturday. Usually you won't work on Sundays at all. So this is 31ABC. You can go to teacher.31abc.com to see how to apply and get pretty much any answers to your questions. Another one you can do is Magic Ears, and you can go to mmears.com, and that is where you can apply. I'll have a link to it in the show notes for you for the full URL. This is a 1 to 4 size class, so you're basically teaching like 4 people at a time, but you're just teaching English. 4 to 12 years old is what the students are, usually based in China, and then you need to be from the US or Canada to do the teaching. It's $9 to $11 per 25-minute lesson plus 5 minutes of post-class assessment. So depending on your qualifications, you might make more money. But as far as that goes, again, it's just another, fairly easy work from home job where you can just teach English. And if you're an English speaker, it shouldn't be too hard for you. Another thing you can do is go to sayabc.com. Might be a little bit more well known. I think I've mentioned them in a few past videos, but they pay very well. $21 per 40-minute class, which is about $25+ per hour, and you are basically teaching English as usual, just like the others, and you do need to speak English at a native level, have a bachelor's degree or above, and have at least 1 year of teaching experience. That's at sayabc.com. Another one is Landy, and Landy pays $18 to $25 per hour, and it's supposed to be one of the more reputable online ESL employers. You teach classes of only 1 or 2 students at a time, and you have a minimum of about 12 hours per week, and they have a lot of flexibility as far as hours. You do get to teach remotely from pretty much anywhere in the world. So as long as you can get the job done, as long as you can do like voice chat and stuff, you should be able to work from pretty much wherever you are, as long as you're free of distractions and can do a good job. So that's at teacher.landy.com to apply. You can fill out this form here and walk through the process. Last but not least is another more well-known one, actually probably the most well-known one I've covered here, and that is VIP Kids. So the full range is $14 to $22 per hour. They do have a lot of like $20 per hour requirements for like the higher end of rates if you're pretty good teacher. They do have one-on-one classes, so you're not having to teach more than 1 kid at a time. And they do have an affiliate program as well. If you have like a blog or something and want to get others to try it out, that's another thing you can tack on to your up to $22 per hour just from the teaching part. But you can go through here, and this is one of the ones that has the most traffic. So you do get to pick your own hours. They're very flexible as far as that works. So they're also covering 35 different countries. So plenty of work to go around, plenty of opportunities here. You should be eligible to work in the US or Canada and have a bachelor's degree, just kind of as a side note. So that's it for this video. I also recommend you go to Glassdoor.com to read reviews of each of these companies before you apply, just so you can see what past workers have said about them and see kind of if you have concerns or questions, see if you can get them answered at Glassdoor.com in their employee reviews section. So that's it for this video. Hope it was helpful. I'll see you in the next one.